big bucket of chicken. We're back 2 weeks in a row. Everything's going great. Episode 21.
You
As in,
talked about being more consistent, and now we are.
the show's legal now, Kev. We can legally have sex with the show.
Yeah, the response to last episode was good. There was much fanfare. Welcome back, Kevin and Lou. And people were demanding more because some people said to me that they like to build up the shows and then watch them or listen to them in a row. So they felt a void this time when they can only listen to one.
I like to feel a void sometimes. That's kind of how I watch X-Men 97. I watched the first three. I'm holding off till it's over, and then I'm going to watch all of them.
Yeah, I love how you just decided that. Now that's what I do. Like you could have.
I could have, but I don't like watching it and then waiting a week. Streaming that's the one upside. It
With this
spoiled us.
show, I disagree. But I mean, again, you can watch it any way you want. It's your life. But no,
Yeah,
I find that I need to know. Wait a minute. Is that a fox? It's got a little tail on the back.
But in the face, there's a face to it.
It looks like what's the knockoff Woody Woodpecker? Oh, Screwball Squirrel. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
no,
I don't remember Screwball Squirrel.
Oh no, that
this one of Jen's one of her 40 mugs.
Oh, your girlfriend has animal themed mugs. That's unbelievable. Now, what made you decide that you wanted the fox today? Was that like its choice for you, or was just you grabbed anything that was out of this?
So there's about 40 of them, and about 5 of them are like larger. So I like a big cup of tea.
When you say
coffee.
40 of them, are you saying 40 of them are animal themed?
No, there's probably about 8 of them. There's the fox.
That's a healthy amount.
There's a chicken shaped one, an owl shaped one. There's another one. I don't know if it's what animal it is, but it has like no handle, right? So you see how coffee mugs have these handles here, so you don't actually have to touch the super hot and burn yourself. But this one has like an elaborate shape, and you're supposed to like, oh, if I can hold it, it's like I'm holding it by the ears, and I could burn
Is it like
myself.
A goblet?
No, it's a coffee mug. It's a fucking piece of shit.
If there's no handle, it has to be a goblet to me, or I won't drink it.
It's a piece of shit. That's what it is.
I need a chalice or a goblet when I I'm imbibing some fucking elixir.
I don't know. I don't like stuff that is like an art piece that's like also like a useful object, like a coffee mug that is the shape of like your favorite, like I went to this vintage festival this weekend, and they have like it's 80s, 90s, and early 2000s like retro shit. So like you see like all the weird shit over time, and if you ever go to like any kind of like thrift store, you always find like, hey, it's a Terminator 2 drinking thing, and it's just literally the Terminator 2 figure with like a hole in the top of his head. It's like, I'm not drinking. It's like I got to move it this way so I can get the water out of his arm. Isn't that good? Doesn't that taste good? How can you clean that? You don't clean it. It hasn't been cleaned since 1993. You just rinse it and hope there's no spider eggs in the bottom of it. And guess what? There are spider eggs at the bottom of them. So good luck.
One of my favorite things about any license is that you think it like when a movie comes out or something like that back in the day, it wasn't just like, okay, here's the toys, here's everything imaginable that you could own with Terminator on it. Like, it could be like a fucking placemat or dinner plate or a fucking coffee mug. Like, that's what's great about like merchandising and licensing. Like, it doesn't stop. And that's what's great about those places, right? Because then you realize, like, I didn't know this existed, but I wish it did because I would have had it. I love finding things like that. Like found like the other day, like a Dick Tracy coloring book. Like I need to fucking.
Oh God!
You know what I mean?
Was looking out. I was looking for stuff with you in mind. So what it was, it's like the vintage retro festival. So it's like 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, which I got an Instagram like ad on Saturday morning, like at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's like, this starts today at 10 o'clock. I was like, fuck, let's just go. So we went, and that's what it was. It was like clothing, electronics, and it was like bittersweet. So there's exactly what you just described. So like, hey, each section had like different stuff. Some people had like toys. Some people had like VHSs. I was so tempted to buy like 1,000 like Disney VHS. Remember the old Disney VHS? It's
Yeah.
like in
The
the
white.
case, the soft case. They had everyone you could think of still in the wrapper for like $3. But I was like, a VCR now is like $250, and I'm not going down that route. But I did buy a couple DVDs. I bought Royal Rumble for Sega Genesis.
I
I
saw
bought
that.
I bought Super Mario 3 for Nintendo. Even though I don't have a Nintendo, I just bought it. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'm either going to get a Nintendo or this is going to become like an art piece in my, because like just that Mario like with the raccoon ears and the tail flying. I'm like, this is, so it was super nostalgic. It was awesome, but there was all that stuff. Like one guy had candy and all this weird shit, and he had like all the Batman cups from Batman Returns with the top that's a frisbee. And I was tempted to buy that shit, but some stuff, like some people, I think were really fair. I bought a mini DV camera for $10. There was no battery, so I ordered batteries on Amazon, and we'll see if it works. A guy had a working one; it was like $240, and then he had a bunch of other cameras, and there was a bunch of like 20-year-olds like looking because you could pick up the cameras, you could turn them on, they were functional. And I was standing over the shoulder like, I still have that camera. I still have. He had like the Polaroid camera. None of the original ones from the 80s, like kind of like the ones from the 90s. He wanted like $120. I was like, one, I still have mine. And two, I'm pretty sure you can get those for like $40, brand new. So he was just like a fucking asshole. But dude,
Well,
I took
the one thing you yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was gonna. Okay, what were you gonna say?
No, I was saying, the one thing, people will always make deals with you. You always gotta go down, always go lower than what it suggests. They will, they 9 times out of 10 they will say yes, or they'll counter your offer.
Yeah, I mean, I did
Yeah.
make a couple deals. I asked the guy how much was the Royal Rumble in the case. So the Sega cartridge in the case. As soon as I opened the case and saw the cartridge, I was like,
What was it
holding
going
on
for?
to
25?
$25.
Yeah.
And then or it was $20 for that, and he wanted 25 for the Mario, so I did 40 for both. I was like, how about 40 for both?
Okay.
He's like, deal. And then some guy was selling DVDs between like $3 and $5 or 10, something like that. I think I got like three of them for $10. So they were making deals. But some people, like the guy with the fucking Batman cups, he had Nickelodeon GAC. Remember GAC? It's kind of like
Yeah.
the Play-Doh, the sticky Play-Doh
Super rare to find that.
in the case, in the package, but like it was like, dry. It was like basically
Yeah,
like
well,
old
that's
chewing
not the
gum.
point. I mean,
Yeah,
you're not. But what was it going for?
$40.
Oh,
So
that's not bad. I've seen it for
yeah,
much more.
I know.
But it was one of the smaller ones, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like the one that's like handheld
Yeah,
size.
but
I mean, it
still,
wasn't
in the package, GAC is something that people are, not to open it and like play with it, but just like the
yeah, you
novelty.
can't.
Because I remember that.
Oh, me too. Dude,
I have to say, like, Lou, as a parent, as like a person that has kids, when I was a kid, I fucking loved like any slime theme thing.
Yeah,
Like
me too.
when
Me
Teenage
too.
Mutant Ninja Turtles or Ghostbusters came out with a fucking can of slime and had like a little figure inside of it, I was all over that shit. But now when my kids bring home slime, I fucking disown them. Like I hate it. And, like it literally does consume any surface. It is. And I was thinking about like, even like things like GAC. I remember getting GAC, and that thing was like, that was like real toxic, that fucking shit. But I was saying like this stuff now is nowhere nearly as bad as it was like when we had it, Like they definitely like calmed down on the toxic portion. But I just remember like back then, like, boy, if you like maybe even took a whiff of that on the wrong day, like you had to go to the fucking hospital. Like it was like gross fucking shit that shit was made out of.
Yeah, it was like plumber's caulk and like the worst dye they make markers with. They just like soaked it in like silver green. What's this made out of? It's the same shit we painted cars with in the 50s. Good luck, kids.
And my parent and my kids like push my buttons. They know I fucking can't stand it, but they always ask. They're like, Dad, if I scratch your back and take out the garbage, can I buy slime off this random Japanese website? It's never like Amazon. It's always like it's like some weird like I'm not giving my credit card to this bullshit. Like no, like this is why it's being sold there. No, but I'm serious. Like I always go, well, I think mommy really likes slime. Like, why don't you take it home to her? And it always goes. It comes here and it goes. And I have to say, like, if I went around here, I could see like remnants of it still in this fucking room because this is like
Oh
the
yeah.
playroom. I see it drying on this dresser here that's like never coming off. Like, yeah, it's a fucking nuisance, man. But as a kid, I was
Yeah,
all
I did.
for it.
I like Play-Doh. We get it stuck in the carpet and like leave it, and then once it dries, it's like you gotta like just rip up your carpet. You gotta like just you need new carpeting. The room is destroyed.
Another one that was a fucking pain in the ass where it was like, hey, look, it printed my newspaper. And then it's like, does it print on the rug too? No, it fucking destroys your rug. You will
Yeah.
never get that fucking shit out. That
Silly
silly
putty.
putty like melts into the fucking fabric. Like it's that thing's like that's over. Like you're not like that because that's like more of a hardened thing. That is like the worst on the rug.
That's like they were making C4 throughout the wars, and
Is
then
that what
after
happened?
Vietnam. And then, that's what I always think about. I always think about like they were like one factory was making C4 for like GIs and like the World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, and then after Vietnam, they're like, fuck, let's just not put the explosives in it and just sell it as a toy. Here, kids, chew on this. What's it made out of? Oh God, you don't want to know. You don't want to know what the fuck's in it. Keep it away from children. Also, give it to your kids.
No, I was telling you too. I don't know if I brought this up on an episode, but this guy I bought, one of the guys I buy toys from, like he's got this warehouse thing. He's great. It's awesome. But he finds like random shit, like he doesn't even know what he has. And he found the other day an unopened GI Joe bar of soap.
There you go.
And he listed it for $150. It sold the same day. Like the people want this shit.
Yeah,
no. Big too is like the bubble bath things. You ever see that? Every license had Batman bubble bath, Teenage Ninja Turtle, where it was like the big fucking plastic, like it was a big shredder, like look like this, like the top of it. Like those go for big money now because we want those fucking bottles.
I saw a lot of that stuff. I mean, there was one guy selling like he had like all the big pops, like the pops that are like the size of fucking watermelons.
Oh yeah.
And he had a bunch of like so like the one guy was selling, I noticed a lot of too, it was very like Southern coded also. So like all the vintage clothes, I saw like the starter jackets from the 90s and like t-shirts, but there was also like tons of like NASCAR shit, which I wasn't a fan of, and I still am not really a fan of. But what I did see a lot of, and I almost bought, was Marlboro gear. So if your parents smoked cigarettes in the 90s, and still to this day, I'm pretty sure Marlboro still does miles. Every pack had 5 miles on it.
Yeah.
And you had a catalog. I had the backpack. I had fucking hats and jackets. The guy had the full duffel bag, still wrapped. He wanted $100, and I was like, I'm not. First of all, it's not that big, but I remember it because one side of it had a zipper, and if you unzipped it, the end of it became a backpack. As a kid, I thought like this is like that's like I don't know if it's like just like white trash, like gold. It's like the Marlboro jacket. Like how much cigarettes?
You'd be sitting there like with like fucking like with a chemo thing in your arm, like
oh God,
no, my stuff I got.
No,
like
dude.
so proud, like a proud fucking father of all the things he got from his catalog.
I almost bought a Marlboro visor, but the guy wanted like $25 for it. It was old. I was like, I don't. There was some things there that were definitely like not, because it was like early 2000s. The one thing that was fucking hilarious, and I sent you the pictures, and I'll put them up. So they had like a museum section, a small section of like items that were.
Yeah.
So one was just cell phones, and it was like the first cell phone, or not the first, but like early 90s cell phone. Then the next one, and then the fucking Nokia, and the Nokia, then another like the Flip, and then the Motorola Razr. I was like, I had both of those phones, and now it's like a fucking museum piece. And then in another display was like toys, like Skip It, well, no, Skip It, the one that goes around your ankle and you like.
Oh, that's right.
Skip It. I'm gonna play the commercial right here.
Hey now kids, come gather around, see what just skipped into town. So skip it, do run, do jump, do hop, hop. Skip it, skipping and a screaming and a bop to bop. But the very best thing of all, there's a counter on this ball. So try to beat your very best score. See if you can jump a whole lot more. Skip it, come on everybody, skip it. Roaring good fun from Tiger Toys.
And skip it, and then the one that was like, it was called like the something bounce. It was like almost like a basketball with the Saturn
Yes.
like a ring around it,
Yeah.
and you stood on it. It was like
I
a
don't remember
pogo
what it was
stick.
called though. We'll
Yeah, it's called like the Saturn bouncer or something. And then they had the moon shoes, which is basically like rubber strap trampoline type material on plastic, unsturdy things you like strap to your feet so you can like bounce.
Yeah.
And I showed my niece it a couple weeks ago, and I took a picture. I was like, because someone posted online maybe a week or two ago, so I showed it to her, putting them on and trying to just like walk on her driveway, and she almost broke her ankles like 5 times. I'm like, this shit was just untested. Like, just put it out there. Like,
Yeah.
just throw it out there. Kids will play with it. They love it. And then there was a guy selling like candy, and most of the candy they still sell today, but he had push pops. So I picked up a push pop. First of all, they were $4 a piece. So I was like, you go fuck yourself. And the expiration date was like 2028. I'm like, these are new. These should be 50 cents.
All those vintage toys, they always make a comeback, and or even candy.
The candy,
yeah. Right?
So like, I was like, dude, what do you like? You don't kill me on the push pops. Kill me on the Batman movie cup that still had the frisbee top. Like that, you want to make $20, which is like a fucking $2 thing, sure, but not push pops and razzles and shit. Like, dude, but every stand, like if you want, like if you were, I was looking for Dick Tracy toys. I was looking for, what's the one you're missing? Is it the Void or the
blank?
The blank, yeah. Because I was seeing like maybe it's here and nobody knows what the fuck it is, and it's like $50. I would, even if it was $100, I would have bought it.
People know what it is.
Yeah, I know.
If you found, honestly, Lou, if you found the blank like in the wild like that, they didn't know what it was, you are the luckiest man alive. Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, I'm not kidding. I have my credit card. If it was $500, I still would have bought it, and just you would get the money back from you. Because
what
was it worth like $5,000?
I consider buying it, but I think it's way more than that.
Well, no, because it's worth like $5,000. I think I saw online.
Yeah.
So if it was $500, I would have bought it and sold it to you. Like now you have it. You have the whole collection.
No,
and it's
I would. No, I would. The other thing I need is the 2 vehicles for that.
I didn't see vehicles. They had a lot of turtle shit. They had a lot of but there were like tables that had like really old shit, like 50s and 60s and 70s stuff.
Well, one of the things I noticed when you sent that picture of the museum was the creepy crawlers oven. I had
god. My cousin had that.
It was like easy bake oven for boys, but you were making like insects and like bugs and
that was the best. The smell of that, sitting in a very tight, like my cousin's toy room was like a storage area that my aunt had in her house. So like there was a door and a window, but like it was in like 100 square feet or less. And we'd be sitting in there filling the tray with like, glue essentially. And then you put it in and just sit there and like the fumes are filling the room like this. And like you're just getting high and just eating candy.
And your kids and the parents had no idea that like their house
they didn't care.
Burned down from
they didn't care.
Scalding hot metal trays of bugs.
Yeah, it really is. I used to grow up hearing my parents talk about the kind of shit that went on when they were kids, but growing up in the 90s, man, like even now, like me and my sisters will sit around and bullshit about it. And you've been at my house, my sister's house, like the amount, the lack of supervision, and it wasn't like neglect. It was just like, go outside. We're pretty sure you know how to keep yourself alive. You and your other, it's like just you and other children between the ages of like 9 and 17, and it's just like a mishmash of kids on the street, and the big kids will just watch the little kids. They'll just assume that. And my parents were like, what'd you do today? I'm like, nothing. Meanwhile, I was on like Metropolitan Avenue on my bicycle, like 8 miles from my house, just like with $1 in my pocket, just like fucking no money, just a dream. Like I'm just gonna go wherever I could pedal till the sun goes down, like just fucking random fucking train tracks and shit, just like, hey, what's over here? This is interesting.
Yeah, there was large gaps of time where I was just, we were alone. Like that,
we
were just, they were like, well, I'll be back.
Yeah.
Are you tonight? When?
I remember during the summer, like 4th of July and certain nights, we were just allowed to be outside till like 2 o'clock or later, like 2 a.m, lighting off fireworks or just like wandering the streets. Like, just like, hey, whatever you do, just don't get raped or mugged. And back then you just knew like, okay, that guy is homeless, he might mug us. That guy definitely fucks kids. Like as long as there's 5 of us or more, he can't wrap his hands around 5 of us. So we're good. We're safe. Stay on the other side of the street. You're fine.
Yeah, that's kind of street smarts right there. Identifying fucks kids. That's good.
Yeah, you just knew them
because some kids don't have that ability. Oh, gotcha, Bob.
No, no, you just.
Right?
I mean, listen, they got some kids. Let's not say like kids weren't getting got. I remember in like first grade, we get the little memo in the class. The teacher would like pin it to our backpack. I'd bring it home, and my mom would just open it up like, yeah, some guy in a white van with Nintendo tapes and like fucking licorice sticks is trying to like get kids in the van. He's not hiding. He's like
Yeah.
on the other side of the schoolyard, waiting for the kids to come out of school, like elementary school kids, and whoever kid gets close enough to that van, hey, look, duck hunt. Oh, let me see. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That was
And
it.
he
That was
literally
it.
he looked and talked like the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah, exactly.
There are children here somewhere. I can smell them. Aha.
All right. Do you got your Marvel character tonight,
I do.
Kev?
I do.
All right. Are you ready to start?
Okay.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Music. I'm gonna change up the music this time. I'm gonna pick. You guys heard it already. Anyway, what fucking is it? A Nazi tonight, Kev? Is it a fascist? Who's
Maybe it's
Marvel?
just bees this time, Lou.
It's just bees.
Well,
Not even the guy made of bees.
I'm gonna do a guy. He's another Spider-Man villain. Most of these guys are Spider-Man villains. Like he just attracts a lot of losers and just failures. And so this guy, he's actually a mutant, but his mutant power is that he was born with like monkey-like features. Like he's kind of like, yeah, he has like the abilities, like he has like leaping abilities and whatever. And pretty much he was born ugly. That's what they're saying. So his name was Martin Blank. He joins the circus. They put him in a monkey costume. They call him the Gibbon. So he's like a performer. He's got low self-esteem. He meets Spider-Man one day. He tries to impress him. He actually asks to be his partner, like his Robin. And Spider-Man like laughs in his face, and it really like crushes him. So then Craven finds him and drugs him. He's like, take this special potion and it'll be fun. And it's like he's like hallucinates and just like loses his mind, and then he makes him fight Spider-Man, and he's like really like foaming at the mouth, crazy, like a fucking like savage beast. And Spider-Man obviously beats him and rescues him, and whatever. And then he vanishes for like, I don't know, like maybe 20 years, like most of these guys do. And then like there's one story where he's just like he's working for like a reporter, and no one knew that he was like the Gibbon, but he still had his old costume somewhere, and he was like he wanted to show them that like he was like still like mean somebody, because like I guess he's still like treated like shit at his new job. So then he puts on the costume, and then he interrupts a battle between the Beetle and Spider-Man, and he gets his ass kicked. And then he kind of like, again, like all these appearances like are very sporadic because it's like the Gibbon. But then he shows up again, and he's part of this Spider-Man revenge squad that has the worst of the worst. I told you about this during the Kangaroo entry.
Oh God!
He joins the Kangaroo, the Grizzly, the Spot, and they call him the Spider-Man Revenge Squad. But like, actually, they end up being called the Legion of Losers, and they try to rob a bank. And then Gibbon and Grizzly like have a change of heart, and then they end up helping Spider-Man, and then they're like, let's become superheroes. So then they like do this like Batman and Robin thing where like they like spend all their money and buy this like shitty like rundown car, and then they put like bear like theme things on it, and they call it like the Bearmobile. And then so that there's a scene in it where like him and Grizzly and Gibbon are like driving through the city like trying to fight crime, and they're like, I want to show you some of the features that this thing has. And then he's like, I want to show you the hydro based system that it has, the underwater like tracking system. So then they roll right off the harbor and like into the water, and then like he's like, oh wait a minute, I forgot to tell you, we didn't get that yet. So then he just sinks to the bottom. It was like, it was like a comedy thing, And then they get like kidnapped by the White Rabbit, who's another Spider-Man villain, who's like a Alice in Wonderland themed person, and they get held hostage, and she demands like the the city pay $1 billion for them, like the Gibbon and Grizzly, and the mayor offers $2.50 to save them. And then Spider-Man shows up, but his costume got fucked up or something, so he shows up as his other identity. Sometimes he puts a paper bag over his head and calls himself the Bombastic Bagman. And
Oh God!
Teams up with them and beats the White Rabbit. But anyways, yeah. So like, it's like he's just this guy that he's kind of like a mutant, but he's just like ugly. And then he like is there, and then he just gets killed by like the final thing that happens to him. Craven finally kills him, and then no one cares. And then like his last words are like really sad. He's like, "Wow, people really noticed me." It's like, yeah, he's just like, yeah, it's like a mopey, like
it's like a Lifetime movie.
Yeah,
that's just like
monkey, and I don't.
We talked about this a million times. Like, I feel like what happens is when they make those like pocket characters, like he shows up once, and then in like 1974, and then not again till like 1993 or some shit. It's because it's like, hey, Rob, you got to have that your next script for this comic on Monday. And he's like, I got it, and that's Friday, and he drinks all weekend, and then Sunday night he's like, fuck. Yeah, he's a monkey guy, and he's super strong, and he gets his ass kicked, and then we won't see him again until I'm retired, and I don't give a shit.
He's actually one of the last creations of Spider-Man Stan Lee's Spider-Man run. So he didn't really go out with a bang on the last one. But he's very old. I mean, it was number 110 he showed up in the series of Spider-Man, which is a long time ago. But yeah, but again, the Gibbon, like, he's kind of like a sympathetic character. He's kind of pathetic, but also at the same time, like, you strip it away, it's like, why does this guy exist? Like, we don't need him.
Yeah. I'm telling you, he exists for the exact reason I said he exists, because Mike had to get a fucking character in by Monday or his shit was chopped. And like Sunday night at like 11 o'clock, he's like, shit. And he's like watching National Geographic. He's like, yeah, the Gibbon. He's squirrely. He's like a squirrel monkey.
But I always told you, though, like, when they first debut, like, the covers are just so bombastic. It's like, Marvel's done it again. Like, it's like, no, they haven't. Like, have you ever seen a monkey and a man together?
This has to be like late 60s, right? Like,
yeah, it might be 1970. It's like late 60s, early 70s. Yeah.
Where just comic books just had to exist because you were just into comics. They didn't have to like razzled out. Like, even like now. So the new Doomsday movie's coming out in a few months. All the trailer's been released, and there's like so much fucking like theories. I'm not watching any of it because I don't care. I want to watch the movie and see what they do, and I trust them, the Russo brothers. I want to, I want them to like kind of put a cork in this all that storyline from like from like 8-9 years ago, the Endgame saga. But like, I feel like when you're like, hey, this is what Dr. Doom looked like when we first introduced him. He's just like a guy in a green cape. He like kind of looks like the Tin Man. I'm like, this is so dumb looking. And like they turn it into, I guess in the 80s was like when things kind of got a little darker, and maybe the animation, the artistry changed, and they got a little more detailed, and storylines kind of got a little more, I guess, like movie-like. Maybe movies influenced a lot of these comic books, because if you like I send you every once in a while, I'll find like comic shit on like Instagram and send it to you, and like those are like actual like snippets from like the comic page, like Dr. Doom playing the flute. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, that was just fucking, like, that is just like, are these guys on drugs, or is it just the bar is so low? Like, whatever. He's the villain this comic, and then
that's the whole point. Is is it for kids? Is it for adults? Back then, for comics, obviously it's in the eye of the beholder of the writer, or is it the tone of Marvel? Is it like is it we got to make things? It's like Batman's the same way. There's so many different versions of Batman. Like there's a 1960s version of Batman, which is the cheesiest, campiest thing you've ever seen. Or there's fucking Dark Knight Returns or Dark Knight Rises or Killing Joke, where it's the most serious, fucking depressing, brooding, dark thing you've ever seen. So it's like the same thing. Like Doom, but Doom, there's many, many great storylines with Dr. Doom, and the Secret War storyline is going to be what they're really going for, and that's his big moment in the sun. So. But I heard like they're going to be incorporating some of the more tragic elements of his life into the movie, which is cool. There's some things happen that like motivates him, and he's also I don't know if they're gonna dive deep into it, but like he's very Doctor Strange like. He has a lot of magic, like sorcery abilities. So I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm excited. They still haven't explained why he looks like Downey Jr., why he looks like Iron Man. I don't know.
Yeah, no, the speculation is kind of getting annoying where it's like
yeah,
they
I can't do it. You're right about that.
I can't. I don't because I'm sure like some of it's true. If people like you have read the comics and if they're using the source material, I'm assuming that they're going to use large portions of source material. And then like they have to twist a lot of it
Yes.
because the most convoluted fucking storyline over the past 20 years of Marvel. I even feel like they have gotten themselves like they bit off more than they can chew to a degree where this like that's why I think the one thing I did see they said like this movie will end the multiverse a little bit and just we're going to be focused more on like one stream of reality instead of like oh my god it's the it's a different character from a different place and it's like okay all right stop.
Well, that's the point of the whole thing, and I don't want to go into too much of the plot, but the idea is that make it all one, and that's the only way the world can survive. So other worlds have to die to save one world, and we got to pick one. And I guess that's his goal, and they don't like that. That he's making a choice that kills things, but at the same time saves things. So it's like a double-edged sword, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I watched a lot of the the Captain America is actually not Captain America. He's Captain Hydra or some shit like that, or whatever, Admiral Hydra or some shit. Like I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Oh, I want to mention one more thing because someone told me that they wanted to hear it on the show. So I went to the Yankee game last week, and it was fun. It was like Pirates Yankees, but I went with a couple friends, and we went to the bar like across the street before the game, have a couple of beers. And we were there for a while, and then like this black guy like with a bike and like a phone, like he was like behind us, and he plugs his phone in like with like behind us with the charger and puts the phone like on the wall, and he goes to me, he goes hey, he's not like a normal guy. He's got like gold teeth. Yeah, he has a bike inside the bar.
Yeah, no.
He might live there. I don't know. But he was like, he entrusted me. Like he's like,
no, I hate that.
He's like, this phone, keep an eye on this phone. I'm like, okay, yeah, I got you, man.
Yeah, no.
All right. So he leaves, and we're there for like another 4. I don't know where he is. He didn't come back. I don't know where the fuck he. I don't know why. It's like the universe is like. Every single person that went on that bar tried to sit like right there. I'm like, oh, that guy's phone. He's there. And then it's like dumb kids that are just like still. I'm like, I just said someone's there. And in my head, I'm like, what if this guy comes back and goes, motherfucker, I said. Like I thought like I was like, guys, someone's sitting
too much
there.
responsibility for me.
It's his phone. That's his phone right there. You can't. He left it there so no one sits there. And they didn't really listening to me. It was like,
Kevin puts on his fucking
no.
police hat.
Yeah, no, but I was like, dude, like, what if this guy comes over and like he like gets really, he's like, how the fuck that happened, mother? Like, I thought like he was gonna like blow a gasket on me for like not protecting his thing, and like all these people showed up. Like I thought that, and even I was like, we got to go to the game, and he's still not back. I'm like, the phone, I don't. Yeah. What if we run into him? Like, what if we were like on the way to the game? Like,
you're not gonna run into him.
What the fuck you doing? Like, where's my fucking phone? That's it. Like I didn't know. Like I thought I was gonna run into him like outside. Like we're gonna get like a fisticuffs, like whatever. And then even like the one of the guys that was still at the bar like called like that knew my mom like was like, hey, didn't you guys leave a phone? I'm like, oh, the guy still didn't come back. Like holy shit. Like this guy really like what was I supposed to do? Like. Imagine I really like took it seriously. We're like, guys, you guys go to the game, all right? Like, I gotta stay here. Like, this needs to be looked at. Like, I can't just like go like leave this because what if? Because I even felt like leaving the game. I'm like, what if we see that guy again? Like, he's not gonna understand like what happened. Like,
yeah, like listen, man, the stuff like that, I like have like intrusive thoughts about dumb shit like that, where it's like some guys like, hey, can you watch this? Like, I would have been like. nah, man, I'm not watching your fucking phone. Or if you
You're
just
like,
would have
all right,
left it,
this guy, he'll be back.
I
in
would have
10
said
minutes.
no. One, I would have definitely said no. And two, when I left, I would have just unplugged it and gave it to the bartender. Like, yo, if a guy comes looking for his phone, here it is. And that would have been it. And if I would have saw him on the street, I'm like, yo, I gave it to the bartender because you fucking left for an hour to go smoke smack behind
Yeah.
fucking Yankee Stadium or some shit. Like,
Yeah,
what
that
the
whole
fuck?
dialogue you're saying right there, like I just can't imagine saying this to this guy. Like, well, like because I just feel like he's just gonna be screaming at me.
I would
like,
have still
before he
said
even be able to
no.
Get a word in.
Right to his face, like, nah, man, pick another fucking retard. Like, not me, buddy. Like, pick another guy. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that I just want
Because I knew before you said it, I knew that was going to happen. He just didn't come back. I was like, of course he didn't.
Yeah, and like even like way worried, like 3 more innings into the game, like did someone leave a phone in the bar?
He's on the fucking train going to Westchester where you're sitting there like, what do we do? He's like fucking 30 miles north on fucking Amtrak. Like, nah, man, not me. That's fucking retarded. Dude, people have stories, but like, there's like literally on every television show has especially like Seinfeld, and there's definitely like scenes just like that where it's like, hey, can you watch this thing real quick? It's like, I would just be like, no, I'm not now I have to stand here and police your thing. I can't go on my life.
I felt like I felt real like confident. I don't know why. It was the beer.
I don't know either.
It was like, I got you, man. I got it.
I have no idea.
Me you, right? Like we got this.
Kevin, savior of things. I would have been like, dude, that's too much responsibility for me.
No, but like
I'm worried I'm going to lose my cell phone.
Right as he left, like all these kids are just like, I'm like, guys, I mean, I don't know what is happening, but someone was sitting there. Like 30 minutes later, he's coming back. I swear, like it's.
You should have just like pulled out like caution tape and just like roped off.
I know, that's what I thought.
Like, no, it's a construction site.
I should have put all the chairs on the table.
You just stacked the chairs in front of the phone. Right. Oh my god, dude, that's fucking because like stuff has happened like similar to me. I mean, I can't like recall it exact, but like where someone's like leaves their bike in front of a store and like, hey, can you watch my bike real quick? It's like, yo, I'm leaving. I'm not just here. I don't just live on this square of concrete sidewalk. I'm going in a direction. Like chain your bike up or deal with the fact that it's not going to be here when you get out of the store.
Yeah, our friend on the show, Milan, he was kind of saying it is like a real like scenario that would happen.
100%.
Like,
it's
totally like a Curb Your Enthusiasm thing.
Like Larry David was outside in the car, just like, we got him. This fucking moron.
Real quick, I don't know if have you watched the new Larry David show?
The one he's like doing like historical stuff? I have not watched it.
Fucking terrible.
Oh, is it terrible?
Yeah, it's fucking not like shockingly unfunny.
Ooh. Yeah, that's surprising. But at the same time, I feel like I know Curb Your Enthusiasm is awesome and hysterical and fucking great. But I feel like they're just like, hey, you did this one awesome big thing and made a lot of money. Maybe if you do this thing, it'll also do the same thing. Like, hey, is it just like the show I made? Like, oh, it's completely different. It's so different. You're George Washington. Isn't that funny? Like, no.
Yeah.
But I keep passing it, but I don't, because I don't, like I said, Kev, why am I not watching the Marvel 97? Because I want to wait till it's all done, watch it in a day, and then forget about it till next year. I just don't care enough about most shit, because even though Marvel 97 is awesome, I will say this, it's awesome. But there's so much, especially the Doomsday thing came out. Everyone's excited because a lot of stuff coming out. I mean, Odyssey is doing great. That's awesome. The Michael Jackson movie apparently was good. I'll wait for that to come on Amazon or some shit, and I'll watch that too. I only go to the movies if it's like something I really want to watch. So I'll probably see the Odyssey. I'll definitely go see Doom. I'm going to see a couple other movies I'm sure you don't care about, like Hunger Games.
I'm going to try to go to Spider-Man on Thursday.
Yeah, so I know Spider-Man's coming out. I'm going to probably see that. I might go see it in the theater. But really, like, I'm not, like, getting in my car, driving to the movie theater, unless I really want to see something. I'm not just like, hey, what's a new movie coming out? Like, oh, this is, when you go to the theater and you see, like, the stuff that's playing, and, like, I haven't heard about 8 of the 11 movies that are in the theater right now.
August 28th, Terminator 2 re-release.
I saw that. They're doing an Endgame re-release with like 2 minutes of extra. I don't care. I'm just gonna go watch it. I don't want the 2 extra minutes. I don't like. You have to see it to know what's gonna happen in Doomsday. I'm like, what did you guys add? Like a scene? Like, what the fuck does that mean?
One last thing before we go. I just learned something about myself. So I went to a concert this weekend. I saw Sublime. It was like a festival, like a Patchogue. It was called the Great South Bay Music Festival. It's actually really So the band before Sublime was like a reggae band, and they actually were really fucking good. Their name is the Common Kings, and the last song they played was the X-Men theme, and it was fucking awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was great. Yeah.
I do love that song, and we'll talk more about this on the next episode. We should dedicate, because just being there on Saturday, like the soundtrack was just 90s music for the most part. But like just there's so many like retro themed Instagram pages that are just people who are musically talented playing video game music, and I'll just like watch that. I'm like,
did you
let's
listen
watch
to
this.
the thing I sent you yesterday?
Yeah, I the Mega Man thing, I had it on
That
for a
is
little bit.
so good.
I'm going to listen to more of it tomorrow. But yeah, I want to talk more about this because there's a lot of that. Like a lot of my feed is, you know, obviously like old shit that I like. So it's a lot of video game shit and old movies, but a lot of the music. That's why like the most important thing I know I want to talk about this next week too. The Streets of Rage movie is going to come out, I think, next year or the year after. And the most important thing to me, I don't care who the director, I don't give a shit. Everyone's saying they're going to do a good job. At some point in that movie, I want to hear the Streets of Rage 2 music and the other ones too. 3 has great soundtrack, so does 1, so does 4.
I want the opening theme of the video game to be the opening theme of the fucking movie.
Dun, dun. Oh god. I listen to the Streets of Rage soundtrack at least 2-3 times a month. It's such a good fucking.
When I realized years ago that it was on Apple Tunes and I could like buy it, like I was so excited about it, and I bought every single thing the guy did. All the Streets of Rage, all the Shinobi games. Also, too, I realized something about myself at the festival. Any meat on a stick is unbelievable. Like anything on a stick. Like I think they should put anything on a stick and see what happens. I had kielbasa on a stick. They had
I mean, listen, look, sausages and chunks of chicken.
Stick. It was awesome, and I would say like even let's go an entire bacon, egg, and cheese on a stick and see what happens.
It's got to go. The stick has to go through the bread and throughout the bread. Right. It can't go long ways. It has to go. So it's just like a sandwich. Like I'm too lazy to hold with 2 hands. I want to hold my sandwich on a stick. And first of all, let's be honest. Unless it's like battered and deep fried, so it's one solid piece of death. As soon as you pick up the stick, it's just I have now 2 pieces of bread and everything. The lettuce, the fucking everything is. If you know, it's just fucking. And the egg is the cheese is dripping. It's a mess, Kev. So I
want to see like someone really struggling. Like it was just like it's all over.
It's not even like a mystery. Just look up some hipster food truck, and I guarantee you, the third thing you find will be like our bacon, egg, and cheese on a stick. It'll just be that. It'll just be a Kaiser roll and 2 fucking sticks.
I'm all for finding that somewhere.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching episode 21. We'll see you guys next week. Wait, how do I do this? Hold on a second. Oh, there we go.